Welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm Perry Williams. Alongside me today is head baseball coach for the Noblesville Millers, Justin Keever. Welcome, Justin.
Hi, Perry. How you doing?
Appreciate it. Appreciate you taking time to talk about Miller baseball. It's been a pretty good season.
Yeah, I think throughout the course of the year, you kind of build and kind of develop as a team, and I think the first part of the year we've obviously the schedule's really difficult and just kind of find out who we're going to be. And lately, the guys have really been playing well. I mean, like I said, last 13 ball games, the guys have been able to win 11 of those, and they're playing really good ball right now. Put some games together.
Let's talk about your approach also on scheduling, because you started off the season with Cathedral and a big win there with a very good Cathedral baseball team, and then you go south down in Tennessee. Sometimes you play in East Tennessee, and sometimes you play in Middle Tennessee. A couple of things down there. Most of those teams have already played 10 games, and you haven't played any. So let's talk a little bit about that philosophy on your scheduling, both in the conference and out of conference.
Well, I think it's important for us to learn throughout the year, and I think the best way to learn is play against good teams, good programs, and in order to do that, you got to play good teams and get yourself ready for the conference season as well, and because that's something you're trying to win. You get 18 games against really good programs, and so it's better us not to fall in love with fool's gold and find out and get the attention of the coaches and the players and the things we need to work on. And we only have 2 months to get our games in, and so there's really no time to kind of ease into anything. It's time to go.
Coach, let's talk a little bit. We got you got Avon here in a 3-game series this weekend, and then we start sectional on Wednesday. So talk a little bit about Avon. And
Avon's a good program, and Coach Josh's done a nice job this year. They've got a really good team, really scrappy bunch. Both of us are tied for third right now with 3 games to go. So the winner of that series will get sole possession of third place, which we take some pride in, because right now, for the past 6 years, we've had a couple championships in there. Miller Baseball's been able to finish in the top 3 in every tough HCC, which shows some good consistency from our players. And so we're going to go into that series and try to take that series, and also have an outside goal there. If we can win all 3, and we get 20 wins for the regular season, which is another really good accomplishment considering the schedule we play.
Absolutely, and the one thing you were making comments about was the Hoosier Crossroad Conference and the schedule that you play, because, you know, to be quite honest, Hoosier Crossroad Conference, you just beat up on each other.
Without a doubt, and it makes it fun. It makes it maddening at times as well, but that's the way it should be. And so a lot of guys you'll see in the sectional here coming up, that you just got some guys that are evenly matched, and some games go one way, some go the other. But once you get to the state tournament, you can throw all those records out, and we got 4 conference teams in our sectional, over half of them in our sectional. Anything can happen.
Yeah, and the other 2 happen to be from the mix, so it's a kind of an interesting tournament. Well, let's talk a little bit about that tournament, and we'll start Wednesday night here, May 23rd. Southeastern will play Carmel at 5:30 p.m., and then the Noblesville Millers will play Westfield at approximately 8 p.m. whenever that first one finishes up, and then we take a little break and we go to Monday night, which has been kind of a tradition for us always to play on Memorial Day. And the first game starts at 10 a.m., and that'll be the winner of Game 1 and Game 2. And then at 12:30, North Central will play Fishers, and whoever wins those games will move on to the championship at 7 p.m. And talk a little bit about that, because during the season you're playing 3-game series in the conference, but it's a little bit different mindset come sectionals time, because if you have a bad game, you're done.
Yeah, in fact, if you have a bad inning, it's going to be tough. It's we got single elimination baseball, which is not really, I don't know, in the pattern of kind of baseball's played. It's what we have, and so it's going to be a sprint. I mean, Ryan Bunnell with his team over at Westfield has a good program, and they're playing really pretty well right now, and so we'll have our hands full, and we got to go. We got to be locked in from pitch to pitch, and it is a 100-yard sprint. That's what it is. And so it's not kind of the marathon of the conference season. This is go time.
Coach, let's talk a little bit about your team and maybe mention a few of the boys, because you've got pretty good senior leadership. I mean, you know, your 2 players that are your best hitters are seniors, and then you got a pretty heavy senior-laden pitching staff. But you have other players too, so.
Yeah, I tell you what, the leadership of our seniors has been great. We've had guys like Jacob Tiemann and Tyler Owens and Bryce Randolph and Mark Gowdy and AJ Gray, Jackson Ramey, and Cade Gorman. Those guys, I think I mentioned all 8 of them, that have been awesome for us. And I think guys we've been relying on all year to set the set the tone. Oh, and Ryan Plummer, I forgot him. He's had an outstanding year on the mound for us, and expanding his role than what it was initially going to be, and he has been absolutely solid. So those guys have been awesome in terms of their example and the importance to them of what being the Miller is, and that it kind of just leaves a legacy for the younger guys coming through. And beyond the fact of how well they're playing, I think that's something that's going to leave a mark as they leave. It's like what kind of impact have they made when they're gone, and I think it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, because we kind of forget sometimes. I mean, these kids, these young men do play baseball, but they're also student athletes, and almost all these kids are very good in the classroom and good leaders within the school, not only on the school but also out here on the field.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. These guys are model citizens. Again, they care for each other. They care about their team first. They do model our motto of a program, team, individual. And they understand that they're a small part of something bigger than themselves, and they set that example every day at practice. And it's really not about them. It's about us as a whole group.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you taking time out. I know you got to get out here because you're getting ready to practice, but I appreciate you taking time to talk to me today, and wish you the best this weekend. And we'll be here next Wednesday to broadcast live from the Dunk. So thanks a lot, Coach.
Thanks, Perry.